If you're getting bullied in school, go take martial arts. Not so that you can go and beat up everybody in town. I remember as a kid, I got bullied. This isn't the sob story. I'm not a victim. But I did get bullied. I actually had the guy, mail me, Facebook me like a decade later, and he apologized. But point of the story, we were roughhousing, and not because I really wanted to, but it's, it's like, oh, you want to wrestle? Let's wrestle. And you're kind of like, I don't want, but like, I don't know how y'all grew up, but it wasn't really an option. And then you get bloodied up. And I remember covering for this guy. The teacher heard the kerfuffle and walked in and was like, what's going on in here? And I covered. I was the one that was blood. I kind of hid my thumb. I think there was blood on. It don't matter. You cover up because you don't want to be the guy who snitches or whatever. You take martial arts and you learn discipline, first of all. You learn how to not engage. You learn, you've seen the movie Never Back Down. I always liked that film. It was so bad. Like, the acting was atrocious, but just the fights were just, uh-oh, did I lose you? No, I didn't. Thought I heard. I had this in so I can hear if my camera tends to overheat. Those films were just, the fighting was, man, that's something that helped me get into martial arts. It's such a cool film. But it teaches you something. In those films, the sensei, his whole thing was, you train and you're not allowed to use it outside the studio. You can't fight out the studio. Cannot fight outside the studio. This is something that they mostly teach you. It's for self-defense. And you kind of develop. Phone's overheating, got to make it quick. My point is, martial arts does something that no other after-school activity. If you have kids, it's a great thing to go. I was so happy I went as a kid. It gives you a sense of responsibility because you are responsible for everything that happens. You are responsible. You can't blame it on your teammates, although you shouldn't do that anyways. You are responsible for your growth. You will be given tools. You will be given instructions, but it's up to you to make the difference. Because the problems never really go away, but your ability to handle pressure, that gets better. And let me tell you, there's no pressure like someone trying to take your head off. Subscribe. If you want to hear me talk and yap about mixed martial arts, you're in the right place.